Elden Ring has become one of the most successful games in video game history, but on top of that, it's become one of the most hated games in video game history. Today, we're going to be talking about why Elden Ring is so hated upon, not so much by the people who are playing the game, but more by the developers and people that make video games. Today, I'm going to break that down. We're going to talk about why Elden Ring's success might be good for gaming and why it has a lot of people upset. So this sounds like something you're definitely interested. A like would be greatly appreciated, and let's dive in and talk about Elden Ring. So as you guys may already know, one of the most successful games of 2022 has been Elden Ring, and the community loves it. The people who had first time playing a Dark Souls type game love it. And there are a lot of people who enjoy the game and feel that this game should win the Video Game of the Year, which I could possibly agree because we haven't played all the games, but as of right now, it's definitely the number one spot for my personal point of view. Let me know in the comment section below if you think it should win Game of the Year. But with that being said, there are a ton, and when I say a ton of people hating this game, is because they are. And it's not so much the community, because even though you do have some people who just don't like the game at all, you do have a very large majority of people who are enjoying the game. But the people who are hating the game are the people who make video games. And it's not so much the hate because of how many copies it sold or how well it's done. It's the hate because Elden Ring does everything backwards. Now you're probably wondering, Laser, what are you talking about? It does everything backwards. Well, as you guys right know, currently right now, the main focal point in video games is making what? I'm gonna give Johnny a little bit of time to think to answer that question, but I'm pretty sure you got it right. Yes, guys, are games that are live service. Now, when I say live service, it's games that continue bringing content every single time, every 2 months, every 3 months, and capitalizing on these games to be able to generate revenue for gaming. As you guys already know, a lot of the gaming industry is going to be moving and shifting more to the mobile kind of model, where it's a free-to-play game with a lot of microtransactions and a lot of options to you for you to spend money other ways instead of just buying the game itself. But that's a different topic for something else. So Elden Ring, when it first came out, it said, you know what, we're just going to release the game and let the game go like that. We're not going to promise any live service game. We're not going to be promising any DLC, even though, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, we do know there is some DLC in the works. If you want to know what that DLC is all about, check out my video. I'll link it down below in the description. But that is one of the first things that has them really upset. And the reason it has them really upset is because a lot of games that they're currently working on are primarily focusing on live service games. And seeing the success that Elden Ring had or has without being a live service games has them completely scratching their heads, wondering why the heck am I focused so much on making a live service game, which theoretically cost a lot more money to make than just a regular game, when Elden Ring was successful. So that is just one particular thing that has them upset. The other thing that has them upset is the fact that Elden Ring does not come with a manual. And you're probably wondering, Laser, what do you mean? So as you guys know, there's a lot of games that come out, right? That we have your Prima guide, you have your game guides. That's cool, whatever. If you want to go ahead and learn how to play the game and find out where things are at, you pick up these guides. But currently in games right now, if you think of Assassin's Creed, you think of Watch Dogs, you think of any kind of RPG game, Cyberpunk, you're going to notice one thing in general. They make you feel like you're dumb. And when I say they make you feel like you're dumb, is because they highlight every single objective that you have to do in the game. Oh, wait, there's a side quest. Let me put a big, bright icon so the person knows that there's a side quest. Okay, well, let me go this way. Oh, wait, another bright icon telling me that there is hidden loot right here. Or another bright icon telling me I should go talk to NPC. There is absolutely no discoverability with these games currently right now, because they think you're going to be so lazy to actually go and find out exactly what's available in that specific area that they feel they have to point you in every single direction so you know exactly where you're going. And what did Elden Ring do? It did everything backwards. Once again, guys, it does not tell you where to go. You basically are thrown in this land, in this forbidden thing. All you get, guys, is the little yellow icons telling you guys, okay, maybe you should go this way. But it's not telling you, wait, you can't go that way because I'm telling you not to go there. You could go there, and you could go explore. And that explorability factor, you're like, man, I found a cave. Oh, wait, there's a boss I could kill. And that lack of knowledge of knowing where things are is what makes the game so enjoyable. And once again, it has developers scratching their head because they're thinking, wow, I'm making these games and I'm focusing primarily wasting resource, wasting talent, wasting people who are developing these games and making the game, making sure that they put bullet points on every single location so they can highlight it in the map and tell people exactly where to go. When people are loving Elden Ring, and Elden Ring is not doing that. Like, what the heck is going on? So Elden Ring is doing everything backwards. Another thing that has them completely scratching the head, and this is one thing that has made so many games successful, and I've noticed that every single time that the game starts listening to the community and changes this approach, the game starts coming down, coming down, coming down, because for some reason, one thing that we personally hate the most, but we enjoy the most, is challenge. Yes, guys, challenge. Because this is what happens. I've noticed in games like Destiny, games like Call of Duty, and I'm gonna mention Warzone because Blackout, when we played that game mode, which is very similar to Warzone, had something very special for it, which was challenging. It was challenging. And people embrace challenge. Now, in Destiny, if you ever played Destiny, let me know in the comment section down below if you have. When the first Destiny came out, the first Destiny 1, in the beginning stages of that game, first and foremost, it didn't tell you where to go. It was challenging as heck. To actually get a weapon took forever. There was a lot of farming involved. And a lot of people enjoyed that, but also hated it because it felt like, man, I gotta keep constantly doing this over and over. I have to keep doing this over and over to actually get the weapon. But that's what kept them intrigued in the game. As soon as Destiny removed that from the game, the popularity started going down because you know what people did? They're like, okay, well, I can just log in this day and pick up the gun and I'm done. And that is what Elden Ring does correctly. Elden Ring does not hold your hand. It does not tell you guys, go here, go there. But it makes it so challenging that you could be going anywhere along the map and all of a sudden you get surprised by either a big dragon or this big massive enemy. And no, it is not a cakewalk. You're not just going to pull out your sword and shoot them and they're going to die. No, it's actually a challenging event. And on top of that challenging event, there's also a wager that's happening when you actually do that. Because if you die, you lose all your runes. And losing all your runes means that you need to go back and either kill that enemy and pick up your runes or start farming all over again to get your runes so you can level up. There is some sort of win-lose happening in the game that you personally are deciding and are on your tippy toes every single time to avoid death. And a lot of these games want to reduce that challenge, want to reduce that approach where there's something that you could probably lose because they feel like if you feel that way, you're going to stop playing the game. And you know what Elden Ring said? Nah, man, we're going to make the game challenging. We're going to make the game difficult. We're going to make the game explorable. We're going to make the game where people are going to go and find out stuff that they have absolutely no idea that stuff exists in the game. And I actually have a question. How many of you guys think we have found every single item gear that is available in the game? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you think we found everything, if the community has found every single item, please let me know in the comment section down below. I personally feel that either there's still an item out there that we haven't found because there's something hidden somewhere that we don't know exactly where it is. Trust me, guys, I've been all over the map. I've been almost to every single area. I mean, I'm human. I could probably have missed an area. And I think I found almost every single thing that's available in the game. But I'm pretty sure there's something there that is still missing because there are certain areas that you could go, some walls that I've hit, some walls that disappear and I have absolutely nowhere to go, and I'm pretty sure there's something there. And that is what makes the game so enjoyable and so fun because every single time you log into the game, you don't know what to expect. Now, that with the challenging factor of that, the game makes you want to get better so you won't be dying, so you won't be losing runes, and the ability of being able to complete the entire game without having to kill every single boss in the game makes it so rewarding and so enjoyable. It's so rewarding and enjoyable that people NG plus 1, NG plus 2, NG plus 3 just to collect every single item in the game to make their builds even better. And that is what has every single developer, I'm not going to say every single, but the majority of developers so complete and so upset at the game's success because everything that they've been doing as of right now to make new RPG games and to make open world games more enjoyable, Elden Ring takes that and does that completely backwards and does the opposite. I believe that this is going to be good for the gaming community because I think a lot of games are going to change the approach of the way they do games now. Less holding of your hand and guiding you exactly where to go in every single path in every game is also going to get reduced. I believe there's going to be a little bit more challenging involved in the games. As you guys notice, games have gotten less harder as we've gone through the gaming industry. No, games are no longer challenging. If you look at games that have been challenging, all of them have been a success. You got Cuphead, you got Ori and the Blind Forest, you also have Elden Ring, you have Dark Souls, Bloodborne. All these games have been extreme success because they are challenging to play. A lot of games currently right now are not as challenging. Give me a game, guys, that you've seen that has been challenging and difficult that has not been successful. I'm going to tell you guys, I don't think you could probably name one, guys, because challenging games make everybody band together to complete the game. It gives you a way to look forward to, like maybe you died that time and you want to come and better your build and do something better. The time they remove the challenging aspect of a game is the time that the game gets played, gets completed, and in a month afterward, no one else playing the game. And that is what Elden Ring did right, and I hope this changes the landscape of the way video games are made, especially RPG and open world games. And hopefully soon we get a really good live service game, because I have nothing against live service games. I love live service games. I think the more content we have for gaming, the better, but actually one that's done right. And that's why we're crossing our fingers that we get an announcement pretty soon, knocking on wood, June, where we could get some information about this DLC that might, I'm using the word might, drop for Elden Ring. So I hope you guys are enjoying our Elden Ring coverage here on the channel. If you are deemed a huge favorite, guys, drop a comment, drop a like. But most importantly, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications so you guys won't miss when our videos go live. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next video.